back with another episode of Real Talk, no bullshit. Now, I know y'all see the title, right? Mr. West, Mr. West. Now, I don't know how y'all look at it, but how I look at it, he fucking his name up and he fucking it up for his own community, really turning the community against him for what he doing, what he trying to do, and what he call himself standing for. Now, you put out a shirt that say White Lives Matter, and we supposed to feel something for that. We supposed to take something from that. I take it as you putting up a defense and standing against your own people, but you expect your people, your community, your black brothers and sisters to understand what you're doing and what you stand on, which makes no sense to me. I don't understand it. I don't get it. Makes no sense. JP Morgan then asked you to move all your money to another institution because they don't want to fuck with you. Gap, Adidas, they didn't cut you off. They said they don't want to fuck with you. Twitter, Instagram, then locked your accounts because of what you said. You want to go to DEF CON 3 against the Jews, right? That's what you feel, right? George Floyd, he didn't die from somebody putting a knee in his back or on his neck, right? To keep him from breathing, closing one of his airways, right? That's not what happened. He died from fentanyl, right? If you would ask me, that's a sad man, and that's a man that's crying out for help. Makes no sense to me. I don't get what he's trying to do for real. You have white supremacists standing behind what you say, and their whole thing is protect their own race, grow their own race, make sure their race succeeds and progresses in life, right? So why not help your own people, bro? Why not do that for your own people? Adidas, one of the biggest shoe, clothing, endorsement companies around, been shining light with our black brothers and sisters for decades. And you walk your happy go lucky jolly ass in and want to fuck something up because of how you feel, because you feel oppressed for another race of people who keep it a stack and really don't give a fuck about what you're doing or what you're going through or what you got going on, bro. But this is what you choose to do. This is what you choose to say, right? You want to go on Drink Champs and say something. You want to go on other platforms and say something. I've seen your YouTube live. I don't understand why people subscribing to it or what they got to, stand behind you on what you're talking for or what you're speaking about. Because I'm not buying what you're selling, bro. I'm not buying what you're selling. If anything, you got one of the biggest names in the industry. And instead of backing your own people, you choose to back people who at one point really didn't give a fuck about you, what you did, who you did it with, how you did it, or how you got it. But now you're one of the biggest names around, and these are the people you choose to stand behind. These are the people you choose to give your all for, and that don't make no sense to me, my brother. I mean, let's talk about it. George Floyd, right? Sad situation on how that brother ain't on this earth no more. My condolences to his family. You say he died from fentanyl, right? Fentanyl. So instead of standing behind him and trying to get justice for him, you give them a reason for what they did to that man in front of his family, in front of his community, in front of his people, and you feel like that's the right way. That's the thing that was supposed to be done. That was the thing that just had to go, right? Nah, that don't make sense, homie. That's stupid. That's stupid. It makes no sense. What are you teaching the children of our community? What are you teaching your children? I'm a father, homie. I'm a father just like you a father, and it's a lot of other fathers out here that ain't buying what you talking about, bro. But that's your choice. You know, you're a grown ass man. You're gonna do what you wanna do. White lives matter. I'll never wear that shirt. I'll never endorse it. And I won't endorse nothing you talking about, my brother. You are the epitome of the stereotype of what they put us under and what they say we are as people. They they call us monkeys in suits. And right now, you're doing the dance and they ringing the little bell and they're doing all that. And you just beating to their drum, right? They got a stick in your back and somebody cranking that motherfucker, right? Okay, cool. You losing endorsements left and right. Your money steadily going down and down. In a minute, people ain't gonna even want you to do a show in their city, right? You got people protesting on one of the busiest interstates in the world. Well, our nation, I say, against you and what you stand for, my brother. And that don't rattle you, that don't shake you up. You just feel like, oh, it's a couple more haters. We ain't gonna worry about them. I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. I'm Kanye West. Right. Okay, cool. Well, Adidas ain't fucking with you no more. Gap ain't fucking with you no more. Twitter, Instagram, nobody in my community fuck with you. You have and had a golden opportunity in life just based on who you are, what you stood for at one point. Because you come from the trenches, you know what it's like to not have nothing. And now you got something. You got the power to change the masses, help the masses, get the people to where they trying to get to and what they need in life, something to look up to. And you want to stand behind Donald Trump. You want to put out shirts that say white lives matter. Okay. But you don't understand why your community not standing behind you, my brother. They don't stand behind you because you don't stand behind them. Everybody wanted your shoe when it came out, right? Right? Okay. Well, let's just say your stock went down on that one, my brother. If you did more for your people instead of against your people, you'll have a better outcome in life, my brother. No, no ill will. I wish no ill will on that brother, but I do need that brother to open his eyes. I do need him to wake up. You know, these kids are looking for inspiration. They're looking for people to look up to who are positive, who want to see better in the world, right? I don't feel like you want to see better in the world. I feel like you want to see better for yourself. You don't want to see our people succeed. You, at this point, are one of the oppressors, you know. So, what makes you so great, Mr. West, to stand on your perch and down our people, make a reference about our people? Cold part. Jewish people love us. They fuck with us heavy the long way. You know what I'm talking about? And instead of trying to grow that and make that better and build that relationship, grow that connection that it needs to be, you want to go against it and say, fuck love and peace. You want war, my brother. So who's supposed to fight that war when these people decide to say, you know what? At this point, we believe he'd speak for everybody else. So fuck him, right? Well, Mr. West, Mr. West, Mr. West. Wake up call is here and it's time. You know, you run around, you act like a complete buffoon with this tomfoolery that you're doing. You act like you on top of your perch. But every time I look up, they're taking brick after brick after brick from your pyramid, my brother. You almost on the ground. Some would say you going broke. Might need to file bankruptcy in a year or two. Because if I was anybody in power like that, I'm not signing you to do nothing for me. I'm not asking you to do nothing for me. You can't stand up for me, not one bit, not one iota. But we see you, Mr. West. I see you going downhill real fast at a quick pace because you don't realize you are your own worst enemy right now. You want to turn everybody against you and you think that's going to do something positive. No, it's going to show that a person that is given power like you does not deserve power to do the things that you do. With that, I say this. Maybe you need a hug. Not to be funny, maybe you need some milk. You know, something needs to wake you up. Something needs to let you know that what you're doing is not right. It don't make sense. Why turn everybody against you when they could be allies and build your bag up, make it bigger than what it already is? But hey, you're a grown ass man. You make your own decisions. But if you ask me, that wasn't a smart move on your part. That wasn't a smart move. Now you got Nori questioning or being questioned about what you said on his show, my brother. Why bring that type of heat to that man? That man is opening doors for people, and you running around with a wrecking ball, fucking shit up. So, Mr. West, what you gonna tell your kids when they get old enough to realize and watch what you do? Daddy stood for something. That's what I'm gonna teach you. You stand for what you believe in, right? You stand for what you believe in when it's positive, not negative. We're trying to teach these kids something, trying to learn these kids on how to be young kings and young queens and really do something for their community. You know, be a part of the city council, be a judge or a lawyer, you know, work for the police department, you know, be anything that they want to be in life, except a fake or false prophet or a so-called martyr for your people. You're not a martyr, bro. You're a wrecking ball. And you're going downhill and you're going downhill fast. But why take us with you? Some of us out here really trying to change something, make a difference, see better for the world, see something good, not give these kids a bad example. You know, back in the day, they say if you're not the solution, you're a part of the problem. And if you ask me, Mr. West, you are a part of the problem. And with that regard, I can't endorse that, my brother. Your music, classics, you go from the slums to a mogul, and you decide to run that into the ground. Well, I say this, my brother, be your own self-destruction. Don't take us with you. We didn't deserve that. We did nothing to you for you to do that, my brother. So respectfully, I'm gonna end it with this. Social media felt like you was too much. because too many people see what you put and what you post. And I say this directly to you, Mr. West. Mr. West, get your life together, my brother. You got a power that's unmatched in this world. And you can do a lot of good with that, but you choose to use it for wrong. You're very influential. And our kids are vulnerable, innocent, young children that are going to grow up to be young adults and run this country. You are showing them the wrong way to handle something and go about something. So I highly, highly suggest that you change your pattern on how you do things and reappropriate yourself to the priorities in life of what you claim that you stand for and help these people, help our people become better and not be a stereotype or put in a box of what the world thinks we are because of the tone of our skin. And I thank y'all for joining me at Real Talk No Bullshit. Again, my name's Big LA. That's my time. I'll see y'all on the next show. Y'all tap in now.